Counselor Tanya Lee Williams here, and this morning I have one of my community person here with me, this young man that I've watched grown. Yes, I look young, but me are not chicken, me a foal. You understand? And I've known him from a very young boy growing up, and now he has become this professional that he is in the JCF. And today I want to talk to you, Patrick. How does it feel to come back to your alma mater today, to be talking to the young boys and girls about choosing their career path, and what is it that you have to tell them to influence them that JCF is indeed a good place and they need to look into it as a prospective professional tool?
Alright, first and foremost, it's always a pleasure coming back to this school. It is my community also, so imparting whatever knowledge I have to the community is something I truly consider to be important, and it increases the value of this community. Knowing that I am from the school and I can come back is truly an amazing feeling. JCF has been through so much as it relates to crime, and we want to continue protecting the lives that are in this community. And by doing so, we have to encourage these kids. I don't know what else can do, but I am here for them.
So I want to thank you very much, Patrick. And how long since you have been serving in the JCF?
Well, this year would be 8 years.
And I realize and I know that you're very active also in your community space in encouraging the young men of this very community here in Treadlight. And we are super proud because I'm a product here of Treadlight as well, not the school but the community. This is my hometown, this is my community, and when I go anywhere I can proudly talk of my community, Treadlight, where we are coming from to where we are right now, where persons are wanting to come into this space to live. And as a servant, as a protector, as a safety person, how is it? What kind of tools you use to talk to the youths when you stop on the corner and you go and you sit and you talk to them? What are some of the advice that you give to them?
I have been in the streets, right? I know the streets. I see where persons are suffering from a lot of criminal activities. I have seen where persons are benefiting from it. But what I try to use is the more of a understanding approach. Try to empathize, sympathize, put myself in their shoes. It's not easy being in an environment that persons look down on you, but with the mindset of being positive and apply positivity to your life, I believe that you will be successful. And that is my approach every time I approach these youths in the community.
So there you have it, one of our very own from this said community here in Treadlight, Mr. Patrick Coleman Jr., because his dad has the same name, and I'm indeed happy to have shared with you this morning and for you to have shared your very thoughts with us of the experience that you're having in the JCF and the opportunity that you're given today to come back and talk to the people of this very alma mater that you are part of. God bless you and thank you very much for talking with us.
All right.
Hi, how are you doing today? And I have here with me right now Miss Letitia Coleman, and she hails from our community here in Treadlight, and she's also here today at currency at the Treadlight Primary School. And if I'm not mistaken, are you a past student of this school?
Yes, I am.
Wow, you see? Boy, when our principal spoke this morning and she talked about how proud she feels of having our past students coming back to give, I can understand how she's feeling. So, Letitia, you came to this institution and now you are in the profession of the health field as a nurse. What kind of impact has this school and this community placed upon your life? Where you are at today?
Well, you know, this community and this school on a whole was my foundation for learning. So it pretty much put me out there to you know, pursue my career and know that, all right, this is what I want to do. I have the foundation in learning so I can be successful.
How helpful was Career Day to you when you were in this institution?
Well, in all honesty, Career Day wasn't such a big thing back then as it is now. However, when we did have the career talks, it kind of influenced me into which path I want to take. We saw a lot of nurses and soldiers, policemen this morning, But back then, when I saw the nurses, I felt compelled to enter the healthcare profession. So that is what I did.
All right, as a nurse, you have to be very compassionate, you have to be very loving, and you have to have the heart for people. I know that sometimes it can be very strenuous in the working in the hospital field, but your day-to-day activities in the hospital, can you tell us a little bit about it and how you cope when you see situations? Because I used to work at the Maple Hospital myself back in the early 2000s, and some days when I come home I'd be feeling very stressed because I'm very traumatized because of the situations that was happening at work with all the accidents and the shootings and you name it, the stabbings, and how is that affecting your life, and being a mother and a wife, how does that affect you?
Well, can I tell you, work is very, very hectic, especially post-COVID, with the lack of staffing and the strain that has been on the healthcare system. It has been very, very tedious. However, I try to find a balance with work and my social life. So I go to work daily, I give my best. I always try to give my best, because at the end of the day, we have persons coming in requiring help to get back to good health, and it is our responsibility to ensure that they are on the path to good health. So I give my best. Yes, I may feel burnout at the end of the shift, but I try to go home, recuperate, so I can go back the following day and give my all again.
I want to thank you very much, Mrs. Coleman, for being here, and I am so happy, not just as your counselor, but also to be sharing this day with you and the rest of persons that are from our community, because I noticed that majority of the professionals that are here today, they are community members that have excelled in life. And I know that your job is one that you're passionate about, and I want to encourage you to continue to pursue, and I just don't want it to be that regular nurse, but I'm hoping for you to become a specialist nurse, and for you to do well and continue to make not just your mother proud, but have us as your community people and other community members that are on the outside watching you and praying for you and wishing you all the best in that which you are giving back as service to your community and to your people. So there you have it, Mr. and Mrs. Coleman giving back to their community at Careers Day at the Treadlight Primary School. This is your girl, Counselor Tanya Lee Williams.